I'll go into just a simple semi-guided mindfulness and body scan practice. But this is your practice, right? So go into it with an intention of your choice and just knowing that you're doing something very good for yourself in these unstable times that we're all facing here. And this short reading is titled, Discover the Power of Meditation. I saw Spirit Rock Center, a meditation center, as I drove along the highway in Northern California. I turned into the parking lot and watched as people moved about the grounds very slowly. They were practicing a walking meditation. Meditation teaches us to relax, to connect with our body, and to let spirit and body become one. Many of us spent years abandoning ourselves, our emotions, and our bodies. We've been present for others, and now it's time for us to stay present for ourselves, fully and completely. Meditation helps us leave our routine for a bit and slow down. We deliberately exhale stress, tension, and fear. Then we inhale light, beauty, peace, and love. We slow our minds and slow our bodies until we reach that quiet place. Meditation can renew us and help us return to our lives refreshed. Meditate. Take time to inhale peace and exhale fear. Then take your meditation back to your life. Walk slowly. Stay present for yourself, more fully and completely than ever before. You too can turn your life into a walking, waking, deliberate meditation. And so we'll begin by just simply finding a nice, comfortable, and if everyone can just mute their microphones. So as we find a comfortable seat, a nice upright posture, gently closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you. And bringing gentle awareness to the sound of the mindfulness bell. And just taking a moment to tune into the gentle breath. So bringing awareness from the mind to the breath. And just simply noticing the gentle inhale as you breathe in with awareness. Deep into the belly. And as you exhale with awareness, letting go. Taking a moment to just feel the body as you are sitting. Noticing sensation. Noticing sound in the environment. And noticing the gentle breath as you inhale, the quality of the breath, and as you exhale. And as you notice sensation. Meeting everything you notice with a gentle kindness, a sense of friendliness toward yourself. And opening up for compassion and acceptance. And bringing gentle awareness to the top of the head as we begin a gentle body scan. Down into the forehead and the space in between the eyebrows. Bringing gentle awareness to this entire region. And simply noticing what arises. You may notice tension. You may notice tingling, or you may not notice much at all. Allowing the space between the eyebrows to smooth over and the area around the temples to soften. And bringing gentle awareness now to the skin around the eyes, the eyelids as they gently close. And just softening this region. And dropping the awareness into the jaw. Noticing if the jaw is clenched in any way. Allowing the jaw to soften by putting a little separation in between the teeth. Allowing the tongue to unstick from the roof of the mouth. And taking a moment to bring gentle awareness to the quality of the breath, noticing. There's no need to change it in any way. We're just noticing. And bringing gentle awareness to the neck and shoulders. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears into the body. And softening the areas around the back of the neck, the sides of the neck, and the front of the neck. Gentle breath awareness, just noticing the quality, where the breath enters the body and where the breath leaves the body. Noticing thoughts, noticing the mind, allowing things to just be. Being mindful of judgments or rejections of anything you notice. And bringing gentle awareness to the upper back, the shoulder blades, and sending a cleansing breath into the upper back region. And gently exhaling away any tension that you may notice here. Now gently dropping the awareness into the middle of the back and the lower back. Tuning into sensation, sending a cleansing, relaxing breath into the lower back. And letting go of any tightness or gripping, anything that doesn't serve you in this moment. Allowing the body to settle in with each inhale and each exhale. Let me circle the awareness now to the chest and torso. Noticing as the abdomen expands when the inhale happens and the abdomen contracts as we exhale. Circling the awareness into the arms and hands. And simply allowing the arms and hands to rest gently wherever they're comfortable. Softening the fingers, the forearms, in the top of the arm. And as we continue, dropping the awareness into the pelvis and hips, noticing the area that makes contact with the chair, the cushion, whatever you're seated on. And taking a moment to send a cleansing, relaxing breath into the pelvis and hips. And gently letting go as you exhale. Now circling the awareness to the top of the legs. Noticing sensation. And breathing into this area deeply, cleansing, relaxing breath. And exhaling with awareness. And circling the awareness to the knees. Calves. Noticing sensation in the lower part of the legs. And taking a moment to bring gentle awareness to the shins. Breathing deeply into this area. As you exhale, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. Noticing the feet, the bottom of the feet, the top of the feet, all the way to your toes. And sending a deep cleansing breath into that area. Exhaling with awareness. And gently bringing yourself back to this very moment, noticing the body, awakening the body, wiggling your fingers and toes, and gently opening the eyes if they're closed. So now we move into just a brief check-in if you feel comfortable doing that. During our monthly meditation groups, which are normally held at the local juice in Hyannis and Nicole's offices there, we have a little check-in in between the sits. So it can be anything you'd like. If you need a prompt, what was that like for you? What was this practice like for you today? Do you want to start?
Don't forget to unmute your phones.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can everybody hear me? Okay. So yeah, I was thinking like meditating. When you're told to, when you're thinking about meditating, I think people think of it as like an act. Like you're going to go eat, you're physically going to go do that. You're going to go swimming. You're going to go swim. When you're meditating, I'm not really doing anything. I'm just letting myself be. So it's like it's different, you know, than the act of doing something. It's just allowing yourself to be what it's trying to do and trying to be. And I really, it's just wonderful to like go to that place and like know that that's there for us always, and it's always there to nurture us when we need it, and we just have to allow it to happen, right? I love it. So well, thanks for letting me share about that. That was really nice to lend me your ear.
Hi, Don. Would you like to go?
So I'm just in observance, and I tend to get a lot of just prezzies from nature. I had an eagle this morning, bald eagle, and the birds have been getting bigger and bigger throughout the week. But as I turn and I look across the lake, it's very uncommon that they're sitting so low. Usually they're really high in the tops of the trees. Now he's like pretty even with where I am. It's quite a distance away, but I can see his white head and saw him land, and I wanted to share that the gift of his presence here with us. So yeah, and here he goes off, coming across or wherever he's going, getting some fish.
That's so cool.
So,
it's funny because I had these.
Oh, nice.
That's great.
Thank you for sharing that. Don. Beautiful that you get to see that. Yeah. Michelle, would you like to go?
Yeah, thank you. So it's really nice to be here. I appreciate, usually I can't get out of work in time to make it to Hyannis, so this is a real treat. And doing this strengthens my practice really, because I tend to not be very focused with my meditation practice. I mean, I've been practicing for years, but when I do it with a group, I stay more still, and it's so much more effective. I get to go much deeper. So this is great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. I'm grateful that you were able to join us. All right, Nicole.
Yeah, I felt really connected to, even though we are virtual, I know what it feels like to be in all of your presence. So I felt myself feeling very connected to each of you through the practice. Like I really felt like I was in a group, which was really nice. It was really special to feel that today.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's I'm so grateful that we have this technology that we can stay connected in a time where we are isolated socially from each other in a way. So very grateful for that. And this practice, I felt the same. I did feel like the connection of the group, the sangha, the you know the that stillness and the kind of vibes of other people sitting with you as well. I really felt that. And I find myself teaching quite a bit, but also knowing that in my teaching, I'm getting a great deal of insight and something from just the sitting practice and not doing as well. So I'm always grateful to be in this position. Now more than ever, this is a time for us to get to know ourselves on a deep level, how we're responding to the unknown, how we're responding to changes in our routine, in our everyday lives. And there's this ambiguous grief, whether we are aware of it or not. It's there. It's and the ambiguous grief is not something that we chose, but it's something that is present due to our change and the loss of our routines before all this happened. So just noticing that and being kind to yourself and maintaining reasonable expectations. That's something that's helping me right now. Is I'm not trying to do too much. I'm also not beating myself up if I don't get things done that I want to get done, because it's a time to slow down and be with ourselves and adjust to the instability of the world outside of us. Taking time to just tune into your practice during these next few weeks, where from what they're saying, things are going to get interesting. Just tuning into yourself, allowing yourself to be kind and loving first here and towards others. Just the time for everyone to come together. So I'm grateful that we're all here. And I'd like to end with the loving kindness practice. But before that, if Nicole, if you want to lead us in your practice, that and what
Sure.
you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I just wanted to take a moment to share. This is something that first it started when I was doing a yoga teacher training, that there was this idea to follow something from the beginning of our digestive system and kind of like follow it and allow it. And I felt that, especially during this time, DJ was just mentioning, to allow, like, you don't have to eat, sleep, like do so, but just to observe. So I thought it might be a really great exercise for me to lead us through how you would follow something from the beginning of your digestive system and kind of just observe it going through, and kind of what, maybe to appreciate what other things are going on during that process as well. So it could be something that you choose to think about before a meal or during your eating, so that you're just a little bit more connected to that part of your body or those systems. So does that make sense to everyone? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So just get in a comfortable seat and close your eyes, connect to your breath. Just allow your inhale and your exhale to come as naturally as possible. And when you're ready, like moisten your lips with your tongue and swallow. And as you swallow, see if you can just allow and observe what you just swallowed going through your esophagus. So that's kind of the gateway to getting everything into a flowing rhythm that it's going to now end up in your stomach, which your stomach is the part where juices start flowing, things start kind of breaking down for your body to accept the vitamins and minerals that are coming from your food and have traveled through your esophagus, but now they're in your stomach, and there's juices helping break down those vitamins and minerals that are now ready to go into your small intestines. Once they get into that special form, that they're in your small intestines now, and now there's several different doors that every single vitamin and mineral is assigned to these doors that they go through. So they're finding their door, and once they find their door, now those vitamins and minerals get to go out into the rest of the body. And now they're going to be able to reach all of the cells in your entire body for nourishment, for repair, for energy. But for energy, there needs to be a special hormone from your pancreas that is released. So that's a really special part of digestion, is to give enough support to the pancreas to, produce the insulin that then becomes this little travel agent that picks up the vitamins and minerals and helps them get to the cells, but also has a very special key that opens the cell's door and puts the energy into the cell. And now the nourishment has settled in. The cells in your whole body have received an energy that doesn't just appear. It has to go through that long process, which anywhere can take, 6 to 32 hours actually, because all of our systems are very different and unique. So that's another reason just to really allow things and observe how your body works, connect to your body, and how things travel through your body out to the rest, out to every cell, and see if you can connect with that. So take a couple deep breaths and see if you can connect to each part of the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestines, the vitamins and minerals traveling out to the rest of the body, to every cell. And then we want to send also a little bit of love to some other important organs like the liver and the kidneys, because they help us filter and really take care of our bodies as a whole for getting rid of things that we don't want to be holding on, that we don't want to be sitting around percolating. We want to help move things out of our system so that we can have enough space for real healing and nourishment. So the liver and the kidneys really help us filter things out of the body, that it's just time for them to move on. So sending a lot of love and energy to the liver and the kidneys. And maybe giving a nice cleansing breath as we've been practicing. Sending to the liver and the kidneys is a nice deep cleansing breath. And when you're ready, you can slowly bring yourself back to the room, to like your fingers and your toes, and fluttering your eyes open, and letting me know how that was. Does anyone have any initial thoughts on that experience?
It tickles. Like,
Yeah.
it tickled me. Like I was giggling. I felt that sensation before, but that's really neat, Nicole. I mean, that's really cool. I mean, like that's a first, and I really enjoyed that. Thank you for sharing that. That was wonderful.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I really found that insightful, and I was thinking I'm going to use that when I eat dinner tonight, and allow myself to slow down and really follow. And yeah, thank you for that. That was great.
I find it's a really nice check-in, again, like especially before we're eating, because there's so much responsibility like throughout our digestive system, and we just like expect it to like do its thing and like not even check in with it to see like, hey, like, are you ready for dinner? Are you like ready to digest all of this? Because it's a lot of work and it takes a lot of time, and your body knows what to do. But I think if we can offer some connection and some appreciation to what exactly is going on throughout that, we don't take it for granted. But we're allowing and we're observing. We're not like controlling, and it's an interesting thing to have a partnership with.
I can see how this could change the whole, like the way you eat completely. Like if you're more aware of what like it's doing inside of you, then your body's saying, hey, this is not really cool. I could see how this could completely change the way you eat. I don't know if that's such a great thing or not for me right now, but because there's a lot of crap that I definitely like, but I could totally see how this could totally like change my eating habits.
Yeah.
Likewise, that's been something that came up for me. Probably today was really like it's time to do nice nourishing things for my body for spring, and that I could already feel like the nourishment that I want to just honor my body, and just being aware of the process of each bit of food, and the saliva that just begins in the mouth, and you know, how we put things in our mouth, how we prepare it, and how it.
Yeah. I love that part of how we prepare it, because the energy that gets put into our food is also what we are digesting and sending out to every cell. So really making sure that you're doing some cleansing breaths before you get into the kitchen to prepare the food is a huge part of it.
Yeah, thank you, Nicole. That was really interesting. I love that focus, being aware of the, it's hard to really articulate what it felt like, but to be aware of the idea of every cell being nourished that way. It just kind of, it feels like it helped me focus my awareness, just focusing my awareness on the whole process in a supportive way. It definitely felt like it was a supportive thing to do, and just strengthens and reinforces that whole idea of being attuned to what's going on with my body. I think it's a really good practice. I'll definitely take it forward and do that before meals for sure.
Great.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Nicole. That was
You're
great.
welcome. It's the first time I've ever done that. So thank you.
Thank you.
You have a gift. Keep doing it.
Okay.
So let's, we have just a few minutes, little under 10 minutes, plenty of time to squeeze in a brief loving kindness practice. So finding a nice, comfortable seat, and we'll take a loving kindness practice into the rest of our night. And so creating the conditions for a nice, aware and restful posture. So upright but not uptight, shoulders nice and soft into the body. Just allowing gravity to just fully take over, allowing your body to sit heavy into whatever it is that you're sitting on. And in this loving kindness practice, we will cultivate feelings of loving kindness toward ourselves first, and then toward others, as we expand out to all beings as well. And taking a moment to connect to the gentle breath as you inhale with full awareness, noticing where the breath enters the body. And as you exhale, noticing where the breath leaves the body. Take it a moment to breathe in loving kindness deep into the belly, into the body. And exhaling away anything you need to let go of. And allowing ourselves to truly feel loving kindness as we cultivate it. What does it feel like in the body? Repeating the following phrases quietly to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. And may I be at ease and happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. And may I be at ease and happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. And may I be at ease and happy. And now we bring to mind, as we extend loving kindness toward others, bringing to mind someone who is near and dear to your heart, someone who, when you're around them, you feel the sensations of love and kindness when you're in their presence. Bring this person to mind. And we will extend loving kindness toward this individual by repeating the following phrases. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well in body and mind. May you be at ease and happy. And taking a moment to inhale loving kindness into the body. Exhale anything you need to let go of. And we'll take a moment now to extend loving kindness toward all beings on this planet, all beings, humans, animals, plants, all living beings, all the way down to the microorganisms that live within us and inside of us. May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May all beings be well in body and mind. And may all beings be happy and at ease. May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May all beings be well in body and mind. May all beings be happy and at ease. May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May all beings be well in body and mind. And may all beings be happy and at ease. And taking a moment to bring gentle awareness to the inhale as you breathe in loving kindness energy into the body. Exhale, let it go. Noticing what that feels like. Bringing gentle awareness to the sound above. Bringing these feelings of loving kindness into the rest of your night. And taking good care of yourselves, and thank you all for practicing. Namaste. We'll be, well, who knows, in a month.